It's time for the Matt Lecroy Show on Fox Sports 1460. Brought to you by the Holiday Inn Middletown. Now with today's show, here's Terry Byrom.
All right, here before Game 2 of the 3-game series with the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, I'm with manager Matt Lecroy. And Matt, it's been a while, but one of those games last night.
Yeah, we didn't play well. We started the game pretty solid with some good at bats to take the lead, and then we just had an unfortunate inning there where we had two big errors that led to 5 runs, and we just couldn't recover from that the rest of the night. Our bats became not as good, real early contact, quick, but it's just one of those days where you just got to flush it and come back hopefully today and play better.
In all your years of playing and in Major League Baseball, the saying about baseball players, you have to have a short memory.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's a game of failure. Sometimes you play real good for a while, and then sometimes you play bad. You just got to be able to each at bat, each inning, whether or not it's good or bad. You can't live in the past. You can't think about the future. You got to be in the moment, and hopefully today we'll have a better day, and if not, we'll come back and get them the next day. So that's the good thing about the long season.
Do you use what happened yesterday as a teaching tool at all?
No, I mean, maybe. I mean, if I address the team before the game, I'll just make sure that, hey, we can't think about what happened last night. We'll make some adjustments offensively, and but these guys are prepared every day. As far as that standpoint goes, as a manager, I was pleased with what we did before the game, and we just didn't make some plays last night, and it got away from us. So, I'm gonna tell them during our pregame meeting, hey, just let it go and come back and get them tonight.
The silver lining on the play that we're talking about where 4 runs scored on a ground ball is the guys were moving all over the field. They were trying to cover bases, and you even had Rafael Bautista come in from center to second base. So it isn't like the guys were just standing around watching. Guys were trying to get to where they thought they needed to be. Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't lack of effort. And our whole organization, we teach it on every play you need to be somewhere. And last night we were somewhere, and people were covering bases that you're normally not used to covering. But, it's just something we learned from. We made a pitch, we didn't execute 2 plays, and it ended up costing us.
Every year, in all the years that I've been here with the Senators, the calendar turns to June, and the All-Star break gets closer and closer, and instead of being in the back of the mind, it starts to move more to the forefront. How do you address that and make sure that these guys ground out the next 5 or 6 weeks?
Well, I mean, for me, the way our schedule is this year is actually pretty good. We got some spaced out days off that are really good for us in June, and then obviously the All-Star break coming up. But the biggest thing is to stay healthy, to stay sharp, to keep prepared, and knowing that that we got some rest coming up, and I think that's a big part of it. But my guys, I'll tell you, I've been very pleased with their effort, the way they play, the way they hustle, the way they prepare, and hopefully they can continue to stay healthy, because I think we have a team that could end up playing some baseball late in September.
When do you start talking about that? I mean, I think the managers that we've had here, including you in 2013, that made the playoffs, when does that become a part of the conversation with them? Well,
I think for us it starts in spring training. Once I get my club at the end, and this is when we start thinking about what we want to do as a group, and that's to play some meaningful games in August and September. And I often remind them before each series or before each day that we're preparing to play extra baseball, and to keep our team first and the individual stuff second. And I think one, you'll enjoy it more as a player and as an individual. And then I believe if we win and play good baseball, you become a better baseball player. That'll help your chances to become a big leaguer.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.